Welcome back to our lesson of Microsoft Excel Essential. In this lesson, we are going to learn about protecting worksheet and workbook and how you can share those documents. Well, protecting a workbook or a worksheet is very important when you are sharing your files, even if you say on a professional level or even casual level, because there is this, hassle or fear of losing your data or someone else editing your data when you're trying to present it to someone important. Now, this happens most of the time when there are breaches, but Microsoft Excel, even other software, has the security measurements, and in Excel we have protecting workbook and worksheets. Well, what happens when you protect a workbook or worksheet is that it allows you, or maybe just applies in that security measurement so that except you, or maybe even if you give it to someone else, they need to get the access key to open that up and edit it. Okay, now the first thing you need to know about how we can protect a workbook is that these are quite simple, and there are a couple of methods and there are a couple of ways how you can protect your own workbook or even your worksheet. Now the first method we're going to show you is going off to file. When you go off to file, go off to info. And when you go off to info, the first box that appears up is going to be protecting your workbook. But this will not protect your worksheet. But what happens is that you can protect the whole workbook. So I'm going to do is click on protect workbook. Now you can see there is this protect workbook structure. Okay, or you can restrict the access, add a digital signature, or mark as final. That's like totally up to you. Or you can also encrypt it with a password. Now, first thing you can learn about is protecting the workbook structure and how you're going to do that. Click on protect the structure, then you're going to put in your password. Let's say I'm going to type in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I'm going to click on OK. I'm going to do is re-enter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit on enter and OK. Now accept you, and even to you, it's going to ask for the password. Let me just close it off. You can see one over here. I'm going to do is open up another workbook. I'm going to go off the file. I'm going to click on open, and I have one. Okay. Now what happens is that I cannot put any data except for, when I open it up. As I already have one open, I'm going to do is cut this one off. I'm going to do is click on this. I'm going to click on don't save. Now let's try opening that up. Click on open. It will ask me, okay, I'm going to do is delete this. And what you have to do first is right click on it, protect the worksheet. Now you have to select what can the person do or what cannot that person do if that person does not have the access. You have to fix it up, okay? Now, on default, it will just be select locked cells, select unlocked cells, okay? Now, I don't want the person to insert rows and columns, so I'm going to click on insert columns, insert rows. Now, I don't want that person to format the rows, neither format columns, neither format cells, or neither delete those, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is also edit objects. I don't want them to edit anything, okay? So I'm going to click on all of them. Now I'm going to click on OK. Now this sheet is password protected, okay? You can see when you try to put anything or customize any content in the specific worksheet or your workbook, it will not work. You can see you might be requested to enter a password, okay? What I'm going to do is click on them. It still won't work. Now, how are you going to unprotect it? Or let's say unlock it. You have to right click on it. Then you have to click on unprotect sheet. Okay, when you click on unprotect sheet or protect sheet, you'll basically be able to apply in whatever data you want. But it's going to ask for, let's say, ask for the password if it's not you. Let's just turn this off and try it on back again. Now I'm going to try to put in any data, and you can see that this is protected. I'm going to do is right click on protect sheet, and it will ask me for the password. I'm going to put in the password. Let's say I'm going to put in my password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and click on enter, and then I will be able to add in my own data whenever I want. But if I protect it back again, click on protect sheet, put in your own password 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, hit on OK, and re-enter your password again 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and there we go. Let's try deleting it. Right click, delete. It won't work. Even if you try to put in any text, what I'm going to do is select this and put in your text, it will not work. Let's try putting in something. Let's say I'm going to put in my shape. See, this shape has worked. Okay, so you have to select what a person can do or not do. So it's like totally up to you. but that person cannot delete any data. Let's say I want to delete this part. It will not be deleted, even if you have any data. Let's show it to you with, a spreadsheet with a couple of data inside of it. You can see that I am using my, logical function, okay, logical function spreadsheet. Let me just protect it up for a while, protect sheet. I'm gonna select on all of them so that a person, when I'm sharing it to them, they will not be able to edit anything on the specific cell, okay, our specific worksheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit on OK. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hit on OK, and there we go. Let's try deleting it. I'm gonna press on delete. See, it won't work. I'm gonna select on this. I'm gonna press on cut. It still won't work because the person who has it, without the access, they cannot edit anything except they put the password on. Now I'm going to do is, or if you share it to any person, they have to click on unprotect sheet, put in the password, and there we go. Now they can remove it or even edit the data however they want. Now, just like I said, that how are you going to share it? Well, there are a couple of methods of sharing your own spreadsheet, but you can, in the newest versions of Microsoft Office suites, there is this option of sharing, okay? But you have to stay connected to the internet and also with your Microsoft account so that you get the functionality, okay? First off, you have to go to File, then you have to share it, or you can see this share option over here. You can share it with people directly through the cloud or maybe even through email. You can click on email. You can send it as an attachment, send it as PDF, send it as XPS, or send as internet fax, okay? So whichever one you want, just select on it. But most of the convenient one, or let's say the most convenient one nowadays, is sharing it with people through Drive, or let's say Microsoft OneDrive, okay? Because most of the people who use Office suites have their own Microsoft account, and you can just link in their email address and they will get access to your work. And you can also, manage their, access, such as editor or maybe a viewer, okay? So either they can edit it or maybe just view it. So unless you grant the permission, they won't be able to edit it, but they will be able to see or also work with you at the same time at the same spreadsheet by being online. So now you know about the features of Microsoft Excel, of print selection, then also protecting a workbook and a worksheet, and also sharing and collabing through Microsoft Excel all at the same time. So now let's move on to our next lesson, where we are going to learn about a very simple keyboard shortcuts, which will make the work in Excel a lot more easier.